I never thought I'd be the kind of person to snoop through someone else's phone. It all started with a simple suspicion, but now I'm questioning everything. My relationship, my friendships, even my faith. Let me explain. I've been a member of my church's women's group for about 3 years. It is a tight-knit community where we pray together, share our struggles, and support each other. One of the women in the group, Efia, has always been, let's say, friendly. She's the kind of person who asks everyone, remembers birthdays, and always has a kind word to say. At first, I admired her. She seemed like the perfect example of a good Christian woman. But then, things started to get weird. A few months ago, another woman in the group, Akosuya, accused Efia of having an affair with her husband. It was a huge scandal. Akosuya said she'd found texts between Efia and her husband that were way too flirty for comfort. Efia denied it, of course. She said Akosuya was overreacting and that she was just being friendly. The group was divided. Some believed Akosuya, some believed Efia. I didn't know what to think, so I stayed neutral. Fast forward to last week, my boyfriend K, who also attends our church, has been acting off. He's been spending more time on his phone, smiling at texts and being secretive. At first, I brushed it off. K is a good man. We've been together for 4 years, and I've never had a reason to doubt him. But then I noticed something. Whenever Efia was around, K seemed different. One night, K fell asleep on the couch and his phone buzzed. I knew I shouldn't have, but I looked. And there it was, a text from Efia. It wasn't anything explicit, but it was flirty. She'd sent him a selfie with a caption that said, "Thinking of you." My heart sank. I scrolled up and saw that they'd been texting for weeks. Nothing outright inappropriate, but enough to make me feel sick. The next day, I confronted Key. At first, he tried to brush it off. "She's just being friendly," he said. "You are overreacting." But I wasn't buying it. I told him about Akosia's accusations and how Efia had been accused of the same thing before. Kay looked uncomfortable, but insisted nothing was going on. Then I confronted Efia. I didn't want to cause drama, but I needed to know the truth. She acted shocked. "I would never do that to you," she said. "I'm just a friendly person, you know that." But her words felt hollow. I couldn't shake the feeling that she was lying. A few days after the confrontation, Akosia called me. She said she'd found out something about Efia that I needed to know. Apparently, Efia has a history of this kind of behavior. Akosia had talked to other women from Efia's old church, and they all had similar stories. Efia would get close to their husbands or boyfriends, always under the guise of being friendly, but it always ended in drama. I didn't want to believe it, but the evidence was hard to ignore. I started digging through Kay's phone again, and found more texts from another number. It was still between him and Efia. This time, they were more explicit. Efia had been sending him messages late at night, talking about how much she missed him and how she wished they would spend more time together. Kay's responses were flirty too. My heart broke. Now I'm stuck. Do I confront Kay again? Do I expose Efia to the church group? Or am I overreacting? Part of me wants to believe that Efia is just a friendly person who doesn't realize how her actions come across. But another part of me feels she's been playing this game for a long time, and I'm just the latest victim.